Alright, it's Tuesday morning. It's like 7:20-ish. So I have a half hour to get my pumpkins sown because I realize I think I'm a little bit behind on the pumpkins. I think it'll be okay. I think they'll still be ready by like mid-October, which is why I'm planting them late anyway, because last year my pumpkins were ripe way too early and they had to go inside my house and chill for like a month and a half. So I'm gonna be putting them in. So first I got my grandpa's hoe. So I'm gonna be clearing some weeds out of here and then I'll be putting them in. So let's just get to work because I don't have very long. So today what I'm going to be sowing are my jack-o'-lantern pumpkins and then also the curry squash, the uchiki curry or the red curry as they call it. So I'm actually going to be putting these in the same mound, and I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully something germinates. I'm going to sow 2 of each variety and then fingers crossed something germinates. Depending on what germinates, I'm going to probably be thinning down to 1 of each. That's at least what I want to do, but no promises, I guess, from Mother Nature or the seeds. So we'll find out. And then really quickly before I put the seeds in, this is the hole I've dug. So what I did was I dug the hole. I put a bucket of compost in, and then I kind of built this up into a well to hopefully retain water when it rains. I don't know if I actually need it to retain water when it rains though, given what rain looks like here. But just kind of give it somewhere for the water to collect when it rains or when I water. And then I'm going to be putting the seeds in, 2 of each here, and then I guess we go inside because I have to start work soon. Okay, so you can't tell I've done anything now, but I planted the red curry on the right and the jack-o'-lantern on the left. Hopefully it continues to make sense to me. And hopefully everything germinates. that's all for this morning. I watered the pumpkin seeds that I put in, so that's all I'm really worried about right now. The soil is still like really wet because we got like, I don't remember how much was on the rain gauge on Saturday, but this is the first day that like there's no standing water in the garden, so it finally soaked in. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get started for work, and I'm probably gonna be out here again, if not today then tomorrow, but that's at the very least I did get the pumpkins in, and that was the thing that I was really concerned about as far as like timing. So okay, we can mark something off the to-do list. Yay. All right, everyone, welcome back. It is actually Thursday, July 4th, which means it's Independence Day for us here in the United States. So I'm wearing my tie-dye, but what I really need to do is I'm gonna get the cuttings from this lavender plant. This is a Provence lavender. I don't actually know the name of it, but it was marketed as a Provence lavender. So I'm going to take some cuttings of it and see if I can maybe propagate and get some roots going, so I can maybe later transplant some of this out into my perennial bed in the back. So that's what we're going to do today. That's the only job I really have on the roster right now. This is like my second time trying to do propagation of a cutting. The first time I tried to propagate a plant was cuttings from a chrysanthemum that used to be at my grandpa's house, and some of them took and some of them didn't, and then by the following year they were all dead anyway. So my mom still has one that's alive, and I keep thinking I should try to take cuttings of it, but I know for sure that I want to take cuttings of the lavender, and I know where I want to put it, so I figure it's practical to come over here and do that now, and then we'll just see what happens. I don't know what the success rate of this is going to be, but we're going to try. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you really need to do, because you're going to have a 0% success rate if you don't try. That's what I'm telling myself. I've been keeping an eye on this plant over the last few weeks just to see if there's any stems that don't have flowers on them. And so I think I've had my eye on this stem right here at the bottom. That's good. And then there's another couple around the back. So we're gonna try and do this as quickly as possible without disturbing the bees. I feel like I'm taking a risk sitting on the ground because I live in Ant Central, but this is what we're gonna do. So I have a pot with potting soil in it already. It's already been watered, it's moistened. I only got 3 cuttings, but 3 cuttings is better than 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to strip the plant of its lower growth, and we're going to dip it in our rooting powder. We're going to dip this in the rooting powder. And then we're just going to stick it in around the edge of the pot, and we're going to repeat that for the other 2. This one I'm going to cut a little bit. Here we go. And then Alright, so that's 3 of them around the edge of the pot. I think I'm going to just give it a little bit of another water real quick, and then we'll just see what time does. All right, I think that's about it for this week. I did the things I said I was going to do. At the very least, I planted my pumpkins and I did my lavender cuttings. So that's good. I will be back next week. I'll be very honest, it's shaping up so far to be a very wet, hot American summer. A lot of rain coming in the forecast, which kind of blows because I was hoping to do a garden tour next week, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm trying to wait for like a cloudy day to do things so it's not as bright as it was the last time I did one. And it's cloudy when it's raining, but I don't know, maybe if we get like a little, like, you know, like not a serious rain, not a thunderstorm, not a downpour, maybe if we just get a little drizzle or something, I'll do it then. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So if I don't do that, I'll probably just be sowing a couple more seeds in the garden. I'm coming up on needing to do another succession of my beans and also doing another succession of my winter squash. So that might be what we end up doing. So I'll see you again next time. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this week's video. If you've made it this far, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I said I would have a prompt last week and I don't have one. But anyway, yeah, if you've made it this far, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will see you again next time. I appreciate you taking the time to watch today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.